Jeane, Marilyn, which one do they mean? He found me standing in the light, said you could be something they'd all like. A softer face, a careful line, a little change, you'll be divine. I signed my name, I let him in. He touched the shape beneath my skin, said trust me child, I know the way. And I believed what he would say. New teeth, new hair, a brighter frame, a different girl, a better name. He pulled the strings, he made the call, and suddenly they wanted all. From bit parts whispered in the dark to standing just inside the spark. A glance, a line, a breath, a turn, and all the watching eyes would burn. Is this me? This is who they need you to be. Say my name, tell me which one you see. The girl I was, or the one I agreed to be. Norma Jeane fades when the spotlight's in. Marilyn smiles with the borrowed skin. You want the dream, I'll play the part, but don't look close at the breaking heart. They cast me young, they cast me bright, a girl who trades on charm and light. A knowing glance, a practiced move, a truth they'd never quite approve. The script said more than lines could tell, how beauty bends and plays it well. An older man, a rising star, a mirror held to what we are. He made the call, he sealed the deal, a contract signed, a future real. And just like that the thread was cut, the door swung wide, then it slammed shut. Gone in a breath, no final word, just silence where his voice had stirred. And standing there in borrowed flame, no way back now, just the name. Say my name, tell me which one survives. The one he shaped, or the one that hides. Norma Jeane, lost in the echoing scene. Marilyn lives where I've never been. You want the dream, then take it whole, but every light casts out a soul. Norma Jeane, Marilyn, one was the life, one was the sin. House full of whispers, a mind gone thin. The lights stayed low and the walls closed in. Little Norma Jeane knew to disappear in the silence between feel and fear. No steady hand, no guiding voice, a confusing world, a child's choice. Dream of a place where the bright lights stay, and a name no one could take away. Wartime factory, metal and flame, grease on her hands, but a fire in her name. Planes took off, but she stayed behind, building wings in a different kind. Then a camera caught what the world would see, something more than a girl could be. and the lens held tight like it understood. There was something there, something good. He said, step a little closer, don't be afraid of the light. She felt the edge of wrong, but the frame felt right. Go on, take the picture, let them look their fill. If they hunger for the forbidden, I will feed their will. Turn the shame to gold, turn the gaze to power. Let them stare a lifetime in a single hour. You call it sin, I call it fate. If they want a scandal, let them celebrate. Printed in secret, passed hand to hand, a hidden fire no one could ban. They blushed and laughed in the same breath, drawn at the bad girl rising before the dawn. But she saw the truth in the hungry eyes, not disgust, but a thin disguise of a world that wanted but wouldn't say, till she gave them a better way. Not your shame, not your fall, not your silence at all. If the world wants a dream dressed in skin and flame, I will write myself into that name. Go on, take the picture, let them look their fill. If they hunger for the forbidden, I will feed their will. Turn the shame to gold, turn the gaze to power. Let them stare a lifetime in a single hour. You call it sin, I call it fate. If they want a scandal, let them celebrate. Let them eat the image, let them taste the light. Let them choke on wanting what they call not right. From the edge of ruin to a throne remade, a woman is born in the choice she made. Back row line in a borrowed dress, painted lips, practiced yes. Kick on cue with the other girls, smile fixed in a spinning world. One more face in a mirrored row, step in time, don't let it show. But something flickers just off track, a spark the chorus can't hold back. Who's that girl in the chorus? That one, the blonde. Studio lights and a cattle call, numbers pinned in a crowded hall. Turn and pose, then wait your turn. Watch who fades and who will burn. Laughter rings, but the eyes all scan. Who gets chosen, who gets canned? She tilts her head, the moment bends. The camera finds her through the lens. Who's that girl in the chorus? That one, the blonde. She was the it, she was that. Her star shone bright, imagine that. From the line to the center she drew the light. Every shadow turned to sight. She was the it, she was that. No looking back, no going back. When the world took aim, she caught the beam and stepped alive inside the dream. Sequins flash in a midnight scene. Champagne laughs, a silver screen, dancing close in a crowded frame. No one there, but she takes the name. A passing role, a fleeting line. Still she bends the shape of time. They wrote her small, but she outgrew every inch of the space she knew. Who's that girl in the chorus? That one, the blonde. Magazine gloss and a painted smile, frozen pose that lasts a while. Every angle, every glance, measured out in a public dance. But in the stillness something stays, a mind awake behind the gaze. Not just the face they came to see, but something more they couldn't be. Who's that girl in the chorus? That one, the blonde. She was the it, she was that. Her star shone bright, imagine that. From the line to the center she drew the light. Every shadow turned to sight. She was the it, she was that. No looking back, no going back. When the world reached out, she took it whole and turned their hunger into gold. No line to hide, no road to blend, no chorus left to pretend. Just one name the silence owns, and a voice that stands alone. Who's that girl, you know? You know. Back in 49 with the rent past due, she did what a broke-down girl might do. A camera flash and a borrowed room, a little bit of skin to outrun the gloom. No one cared when the money was thin, no headlines then, no talk of sin. Just a photograph and a quiet trade for a meal, a night, and the bills half paid. Then the whispers roll through Hollywood. Is that her? Yeah, it looked real good. Studio suits in a backroom meet. Kill it now or spin it sweet. So she stepped right up and she told it plain. I was broke, I won't lie for shame. And the country gasped, but they leaned in close. Every eye on the girl they chose. America loves what it says it hates, locks the door but it peeks through the gate. Calls it dirty, calls it wrong, then buys a ticket and plays along. If you fall, they'll watch you fall apart. If you rise, they'll crown you from the start. Turn the scandal, turn the flame, make a fortune off your name. Life put her face on a glossy page. Talk of Hollywood, the latest rage. Head a road with a sharpened pen. Cheesecake queen, now count the yen. From whispered shame to a marquee light, from backroom hush to her name in bright. They fed the fire, then sold the heat. Every scandal turned to a better seat. 3 new pictures rolled out fast. Strike while the iron in the rumor lasts. They called it bold, they called it cheap, but the lines ran long and the pockets deep. She learned the game and she played it cold. Turned their hunger into gold. If they wanted sin, she'd give them more, then walk right through the front damn door. America loves what it says it hates, praise on Sunday, sins by 8. Calls you fallen, calls you free, depends on what you let them see. If you burn, they'll warm their hands. If you shine, they'll make demands. Turn the scandal, turn the flame, make a kingdom hidden shot to a headline claim. She beat them at their own damn game. By the falls where the cold mist crawls, she moved like a shadow on painted walls. A whisper of silk, a towel, a thread, more promise in what was left unsaid. They wrote her dark, they wrote her wrong, a deadly smile in a siren's song. But every glance the camera stole was something deeper taking hold. Whitey's brush and a careful line arch the brow and define the sign. Pale as moonlight, lips like flame, a mark of beauty, a crafted name. Not born that way, but made to stay in every frame that gave her away. A face designed for the world to see, more than a girl, a geometry. Turn to the left, now walk it slow. Let them follow where you go. There she goes, don't look away. Every step pulls you in to stay. Not just a woman, not just a scene, something you feel but can't quite mean. She was the look, she was the flame. You saw her once, you're not the same. 30 seconds from heel to hip, a sway so soft it could make you slip. They sold that walk like a sacred rite, looped it again in the neon light. Clubs cried foul, called it a sin, but the lines outside kept pouring in. They cursed her name, they filled the seats, moral outrage in velvet seats. Gold lame in a flash of skin, a dress cut low where the light gets in. They gasped, they stared, they turned away, then looked right back like they had to stay. Unbecoming, the papers cried, but the flashbulbs never left her side. And somewhere deep in the watching eyes, a new kind of woman began to rise. There she goes, don't look away. Every step pulls you in to stay. Not just a woman, not just a scene, something you feel but can't quite mean. She was the look, she was the flame. You saw her once, you're not the same. Not who I was, not what you see, but something made between you and me. A shape, a spark, a living sign, you call it hers, but it's partly where the white spray gleams. She stepped out of the moving dreams. Not just a role, not just a name, but the moment the world became the same. As the image burned into every eye, a truth too bright to deny. From the silver screen to the velvet stage. They lit the fire in a golden age. Garbo's shadow, Harlow's flame, Lombard laughing in the game, Mae West talking low and sly, Grable dancing, legs held high. They built the mold, they set the tone, a blonde ambition carved in stone. Feathers, silk, and a knowing glance, champagne wit in a practiced dance. Two girls playing the game for keeps, promises made in satin and secrets. They wrote her dumb with a wink and a line, but she bent the joke into something divine. Every word like a double blade, cutting deeper than the role they made. They thought they knew what the blonde would be, but she turned the mask into mastery. She was the blonde beyond compare, every eye caught in her stare. Not just the look, not just the act, she made the myth and took it back from every queen who came before. She raised the bar and closed the door. She was the standard, she was the scene, the brightest light they'd ever seen. Hands in stone in the Hollywood ground, two names pressed where legends are found. Flashbulbs burst in a fevered light, day turned into a neon night. Side by side, but the current changed. Something shifted, something rearranged. The crowd leaned in, the world could tell this wasn't just a star, this was something else. Diamonds flashed in a spotlight glow, every move said what they'd never show. A song, a smile, a calculated grace. Every man caught every woman face, not just desire but something more, a knowing cower at the core. She played the part, but played it through till the whole damn world believed it true. She was the blonde beyond compare, every eye caught in her stare. Not just the look, not just the act, she made the myth and took it back. From Garbo's hush to Harlow's flame, she gathered all and changed the game. She was the standard, she was the scene, the blonde that all the rest would mean. Call it dumb, but you knew the cost. Every move was a line she crossed. If beauty's power was built on a lie, she learned to wear it and amplify. From whispered roll to a name that stands, set in stone by her own two hands. Not just a star, not just a dream, she became what the word would mean. They taught me how to find the mark, how to hit the light, how to play the part, where to stand and when to smile, how to hold them just a while. But in the silence after the scene, there's someone else they've never seen, a voice that trembles, soft but true, saying there's more that I could do. In a room with chairs and a mirrored wall, no gowns, no cameras, none at all. girl, just broken lines and borrowed pain, and something real I couldn't name. I felt it rise, I felt it stay. Not something you can pose or play, not just a look, not just a face, but something time cannot replace. They want the girl they understand, but I'm reaching for something I can't quite plan. I wanna touch their hearts, not just their eyes. I wanna live in truth, not just disguise. There's more in me than what they see, more than a face in a fantasy. I've got a voice beneath the art. I wanna reach inside a heart, not just desire, not just a role. I wanna give them something whole. They hand me lines I've said before, a painted dream they all adore, but every word feels paper thin when something deeper's locked within. I study faces, study pain, try to make it real again. If I could break beyond the frame, would they still call me by that name? I have more to give, more than this skin, more than the light they place me in. I wanna feel it. I wanna be something they don't expect from me. I wanna touch their hearts, not just their eyes. I wanna live in truth, not just disguise. There's more in me than what they see, more than a face in a fantasy. I've got a voice beneath the art. I wanna reach inside a heart, not just desire, not just control. I wanna be. They won't give it, I'll learn the skill, not just a name, not just a role. I'm gonna find my soul. They said be sweet, hit your mark, take the line. Another painted smile, another borrowed time. Pink tights, bright lights, same old game. Different script, but it ends the same. Xanax voice from an office high. Give them what sells, don't ask why. But something in me finally broke. I ain't your punchline, I ain't your joke. Clock strikes, doors close, name off pay. Suspended now, that's what they say. Front page ink and a tightening chain. They tried to box me in again, but I knew the rules, I knew the score. They needed me a little more than I needed what they planned. So I stepped away and made a stand. No, I won't dance on command. No, I won't play what you've planned. You want the girl, then raise the stakes. I know the power my name can make. If it's a fight, then let it be. You built the myth, now deal with me. Church bells rang in a city hall. Flashbulbs burst, they caught it all. Joe at my side, the world in view. A love, a headline, something new. Then halfway around the world I flew to sing for boys in army blue. 60,000 voices strong, they knew my name, they sang along. From Tokyo lights to a war-torn stage, I turned their silence into a blaze. No, I won't dance on command. No, I won't play what you've planned. You want the girl, then raise the stakes. I know the power my name can make. If it's a fight, then let it be. You built the myth, now deal with me. They came back talking different terms, 100 grand and what I'd earned. A better script, a sharper line, a role that finally felt like mine. 7 years of itch and fire, a step above the old desire. Not just a body in a scene, but something closer to what I need. I learned the cost, I learned the game, I learned the weight behind a name. If they want light, then let it shine. But this time, it's on my terms, not theirs, not mine. No, I won't dance on command. No, I won't play what you've planned. You want the star, then understand. I choose the role, I take the stand. From suspended name to marquee free, you built the myth, now answer me. They tried to write me small and safe, but I rewrote the part I played. From silence forced to voice set free, that's how you make them deal with me. Packed her name and she left the coast, where they sold her smile like they owned it most. Said, I'm done with the same old scene, not your dream, not your magazine. They laughed it off in the headlines loud. Blonde gone wild, won't last in a crowd. A pretty face trying to run the show. They said she'd fall, they said she'd fold. With a cameraman and a different plan, she built her name with her own 2 hands. A company born in a quiet room, not for profit, but to resume something lost in the painted light. A truth she'd felt but could not write. So she walked away from the easy pay for a harder road and a longer day. I won't be what you make me be, I won't live in your fantasy. If I'm the star, then I choose the sky, not just the place where you want me to fly. You can laugh, you can turn away, but I'll still be here when you have to pay for every role you deny to me. I'll write them now, and I'll make them free. New York nights and a borrowed chair, no spotlight there, just the truth laid bare in a room where the silence speaks and the strongest voice is the one that breaks. Strasberg's words a different way, not how you look, but what you say. Not just a body in perfect frame, but a soul that burns behind the name. They mocked the move, they played it small, but they didn't see the shift at all. I won't be what you make me be, I won't live in your fantasy. If I'm the star, then I choose the sky, not just the place where you want me to fly. You can laugh, you can turn away, but I'll still be here when you have to pay for every row you deny to me. I'll write them now, and I'll make them free. They told her, leave that man alone, he's a risk, he'll pull you down below. But she stood her ground in the rising flame, wouldn't bend for fear or a whispered name. Files were opened, eyes turned cold, but the truth came back the way she told. No chains found in the life she led, just a woman thinking for herself instead. A year went by in a paper war, contracts bent like never before, and the girl they laughed at, small and bright, came back holding the terms this time. 4 films paid and the choice was hers. Director, scripts, no more blurred. One for them and one her own. A line she drew, a claim she'd shown, and when she signed that final name, she wasn't playing the same old game. She wasn't the girl they used to see. She was the one who chose to be. I won't be what you make me be. I won't live in your fantasy. If I'm the star, then I choose the sky, and I won't fall just to learn how to fly. You can doubt, you can disagree, but you can't take this from me. Every role, every frame, every scene now belongs to Marilyn. Not just the face, not just the name, but the hand that writes the flame. She's the shimmer in the spotlight glow. She's the whisper every camera knows. Silver screen and a breath held tight. Turn the key and she comes to life. A laugh, a look, a lifted chin, a dream the whole world's living in. Marilyn! It's just a breeze, don't make a fuss. The city hums, it's not about us. A step, a laugh, a little surprise. Why's everybody staring at my thighs?
Don't look
Just once,
I shouldn't stare.
it's hot,
It's fate.
it's in the air. I didn't call for violins, just standing here and whoosh, it begins.
Up she goes,
There she flies,
half the truth.
and half disguise. A moment caught, no compromise. Up she goes before your eyes.
She's every wish I never knew.
Oh honey, I'm not for you. You see a girl in a spotlight bar, think you know just what I are. But I've been roads you never drove, and I ain't something you just own.
Not your angel, not your prize.
Don't put no halo in my size. I sing, I dance, I fake a smile. Been doing that a long, long while.
You grab, you claim, you make it true. That don't mean I belong to you. She ain't your angel, ain't your dream, ain't what she looks like in between. I ain't your angel.
I'm just me. You never saw me. Now they shoot me down a river wild. Say play it rough, but keep it style. The saloon girl floating through the mud in satin skin and danger blood. A gunman, a boy, and a mountain lie. But don't you dare let the
lipstick dry, they write me bruised but framed just right. A showgirl lost in frontier night. Gold rush dream, painted thin, same old story dressed in skin. If you would charm me, sir, begin. Not with your crown, but violins. Not with command, but something true. A little dream will always do. Spin the room, the candle lights, make the wrong feel almost right. A kiss, perhaps, you'll have to try. She's the truth, she's the lie you call your youth. I'm not the girl you think you see. I'm every version and none of me. Still looking. Still looking.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the girl who plays the girl. Who plays the girl you think you know. She's an actress playing Rita, who's an actress playing fame. Reading lines about illusion while they're branding her the same. Lipstick smiling Technicolor. Sell the dream, don't ask why. If the camera loves your heartbreak, it'll monetize your cry. Rock's a writer climbing ladders, but he's written in the bit. He's the lover of the moment, just a headline with a lip. A roll within a roll within a roll. Who's the face and who's the soul? Sell the girl, then sell the selling. Of the telling. Fame's a mirror made of glass, every self a shadow cast. Fake it long enough and then do you disappear at last? Jenny's trying on the accent, borrowed walk and borrowed hair. Playing Rita, playing perfect, like perfection's something worn. Bobo shouting love on TV, jealousy in black and white. Every scandal sells a sponsor for the next commercial bite. Rita cries between the takes now, not for show but still on cue. When your truth becomes your branding, even heartbreak isn't you. Roll within a roll within a roll. Who's in charge and who's controlled? Paint the mask and sell the story. Call it love or call it glory. Every kiss a product line, every tear a dollar sign. If the role becomes your life, was it ever really mine? Cut, but no one hears the call. Scene keeps rolling through it all. Every sound's a different take, every truth a slight mistake. As seen on TV, that's you. As desired, marketed truth. You're the product, you're the proof. You're the punchline and the spoof. Roll within a roll within a roll. Roll the credits, lose control. If the audience believes it, does it matter what you know? Fame's a script that eats the cast. Every future feeds the past. Play the role that always lasts. And remember, if you can't be yourself, be a better version they can sell. Roll that rail, don't look back. Chicago blues on a midnight track. Broken, busted in the windy city night. Cold hands, hot trouble, suitcase packed tight. Saw a train full of rhythm, skirts and grace. Said boys where ladies better fix that face. Powder and pearls, heels a little too high. Names Josephine and Daphne's walking by. Hop that rail with a brand new plan. Play it sweet in an all-girl band. Midnight to Miami, roll that line. Swinging hearts on borrowed time. Hide your truth in a satin seam. Love gets loud in a jazz band dream. Ukulele hum and a whiskey sigh. I've seen sax men and they all tell lies. Sweet talk smooth and they disappear. Leave a lonely melody hanging in the air. I want a man with gentle eyes, little round glasses, no disguise. A millionaire with a steady hand, not another wolf in a swing band. Stay close, don't slip, don't fall.
Careful now, she'll see it all.
Pour another, play that tune. Stars are dancing in this.
Shell, oil, air, Cary Grant with a millionaire. Stare, play it cold, act like I don't care. That's the trick that gets you there.
So my heart's been frozen stiff, lost my love in a tragic drift. But marry me and you might see what a kiss could do to me. Midnight to Miami, sparks ignite. Moonlit schemes in the Florida night. Truth's a mask and love's a game. Everybody's playing a different name. He won't quit, he's got that grin. Diamonds flashing, pulling me in.
Come on, baby, don't say no.
Life's a party, let it go.
If he finds out,
I'm done for sure.
I like you better the less you're sure.
Digs deep into the night. Sugar, it's me, no, not quite right. Another reset, hold it tight.
Director shouts, tempers flare. Goes to pressure in the studio air. But when she sings, the whole world stops.
Magic lies between the flocks.
Midnight to Miami, roll that dream.
Nothing's ever what it seems. Hearts in costume, truth delayed. Love's the gamble everybody played.
Midnight to Miami, last call tune.
Kisses fall beneath the moon. When the curtain drops, you'll see who you were and who you'll be. Train rolls out, secrets stay. Some like it hot, Dim the lights. Just a little more. Mr. President. Stitched into the shimmer, barely there. Every eye already in the air. A whisper dressed in crystal light. Walking slow into the night. They hold their breath, they lean in close. Not for the song, but what it shows. A moment balanced on a thread between what's said and what's unsaid. Say the words just like you should, but softer now, misunderstood. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Let the room fall into this. Every note a secret sent, sealed inside a kiss. Not just a song, not just a part, but something slipping through the art. A voice so close it feels like sin, and no one knows where it begins. Flashbulbs flicker, shadows sway. History dressed in cabaret. A nation watching through the veil of something too alive to fail. They laugh it off, they play it clean. Call it sweet, call it scene. But underneath the polished line, there's something else by design. Every glance, every breath, dancing on the edge of myth. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Let the silence pull you in. Every word deliberate, every pause a hidden sin. Not just a girl beneath the light, but something shaping what is right. A dream, a dare, a dangerous art. A voice that slips inside the heart. They see the dress, they see the skin. They don't see what I'm standing in. A room of power, names and eyes, and all the truths behind the lies. If this is all they let me be, then I will make them look at me. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Let it echo when I'm gone. Every note a testament to the night that lingered on. Not just a song, not just a flame, but something tied to more than name. A moment caught too bright to stay, and already slipping away. Thanks, Mr. President, for everything. Wind rose low across a Reno sky. Ain't much left, but time gone by. She came to town just to sign her name. 6 weeks time and a life to change. Paper said she was finally free, but freedom ain't what it's cracked to be. Met a cowboy with a tired grin, dust in his boots, regret in his skin. Said, I got nothing but an open door. She said, I ain't had nothing before. We're just misfits in the dust, holding on 'cause we have to trust. Broken hearts on a desert line, trying to make some kind of life. Ain't no map, ain't no plan, just a woman and a weathered man. If love's still out there somewhere, Nevada air. House half built on borrowed dreams, hammer hits but it don't redeem. Ghost of a wife in every wall, you can hear her voice when the night gets small. He talked about kids he left behind, said time don't heal, it just falls out of line. She watched him fight what he couldn't fix, two lost souls in a desert mix. Crowd cheered loud at the Dayton show, but she saw pain they don't want to know. Straps pulled tight just to make them buck, turning wild hearts into luck. Young man falling won't back away, bruised and broken but he'll still stay. She held his hand in an alley light, said some folks don't survive the fight. We're just misfits in the dust, trying to believe in something just. Wild hearts run but they get tied down in a world that'll break what it can't own. No clean hands, no easy road, just a heavy restless load. If there's mercy left somewhere, it ain't easy to find it there. They chase them horses across dry land, ropes in the air, blood on their hands. She said, turn them loose, let them run free. He said, it ain't nobody telling me. But something broke when he saw her cry, like he couldn't stand what he'd become inside. So he let that wild one slip away. For a moment, he found his way. She said, I'm leaving come morning light. He didn't argue, didn't fight. They stopped the car, let the dog run free, just stood there quiet. Finally, two hearts hanging by a thread, more unsaid than what was said. But in that silence something grew, like maybe broken can love too. We're just misfits in the dust, still reaching out, still trying to trust. Ain't no promise it'll last, but it ain't like the past. No more running, no more lies, just truth in tired eyes. If there's hope anywhere, it's between us right here. Road goes on, night comes fast. Some folks love like it might last. I stayed the night like I had before. The house was quiet, the ocean low. A light was on beneath her door. That happens sometimes, you let it go. She lived in hours that didn't keep to any clock that I could hold. A restless heart, a borrowed sleep, a life that never did what it was told. They'd been there earlier, cameras press by the pool where the water shone. She gave them something, maybe less, or maybe more than she'd ever known. They said she'd gone too far this time, said she was breaking, said she was through. But I had seen that look before, the one that comes when they close on you. they took her name. They took the light and they took the flame. They wrote her down in 1,000 ways, but none of them saw her final days. I was there when the silence grew, when the world went still around her room. Not the star they claimed they knew, just a woman alone in the gloom. They said she failed, they said she fell, said she was sick, said she was lost. A contract turned into a cell, and every kindness came with a cost. But she had fought in her own way, took back her name, took back control. They didn't like what she had to say, a woman trying to own her soul. I woke at 3 with a weight I knew, something wrong in the quiet air. That light still cut like a blade straight through, but no one answered standing there. I called for help, I called again. A window broke, the night came in. She lay so still beneath the sheets, the phone still clutched within her hand. They took her picture, they took her name. They took the light and they took the flame. They'll say what happened, they'll make it clean, but I know what I have seen. I was there when the silence came, when even breathing forgot her name. Not the myth and not the dream, just a life that slipped between. She gave them beauty, she gave them more than they ever asked her for. And when it faded, when it grew thin, they turned away and closed it in. Morning came like it always does, sirens low and a closing door. They wrote it down for all of us, a story they had told before. But I remember the quiet room, the light beneath, the locked away, and everything they'll never say. Blonde, blonde, she shines so we don't have to. She comes in curls of candlelight, celluloid halo burning white, pinned to a frame, adored undone. The sacrificial only one. They wash their hands in peroxide rain. Call it beauty, call it pain. Every sin gets reassigned to the body they design. Say her name, then strip it clean. Make her myth, erase the scene. Blonde crucifixion, overexposed, nailed to the image everybody knows. Lamb in the spotlight, soft focusing. She dies for desire, again and again. The man immaculate, untouched, a vessel praised but never judged. He bears no stain, he holds the frame, he names the child, she takes the blame. Madonna flips the roles, reverse, he bursts the myth, she bears the curse, the holy womb, the perfect face, a living law we can't replace. every Saturday night. They said the Savior had golden hair, soft as a prayer, floating in air, painted in sunlight. Nobody earned a holy image, quietly burned. Peter was fishing, nets in the sea. She took his hand, don't look at me. They built a life where no one could see. The myth let go of divinity, and Kinneret, the water was still. No more crosses, no more will, but somewhere the cameras are rolling again. Fix her, frame her, name her, blame her, love her, sell her, break her, tell her you're the reason, you're the lesson, you're the wound and the confession. Blonde crucifixion, eternal return. The brighter she's burning, the less we must learn. Saint of the service, screen lit divine, she takes all the arrows, so we stay in line. Blonde crucifixion, don't look away. She dies for your hunger every single